Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm Rantoinette. Got a hell of a show for you today. We've got way too many stories to get into. We've got the No Kings protest, or as the Republicans call it, the Hate America rally. We've got Republicans losing their minds over Antifa, which kind of tells you everything you need to know. And to go along with that, we've got a lot of Republican youth out there who are doing their best impersonation of Hitler Youth. We've got farmers and cattle ranchers feeling the brunt of Donald Trump's tariffs. We've got another bailout going to Javier Milei in Argentina. Those two stories kind of go together. And so very, very much more. Again, I will continue to talk until my voice gives out, and then I will cease talking. But if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. Helps me out in the algorithm, and I will sing your praises and I will dance at your wedding. Okay, so let's get started with the first topic today. That would be the protest rally against Donald Trump and his proclivities of being a king. Millions of people turn out to the No Kings protest, and it was a banger, folks. The last one that they had was a little over 5 million people. This time, early reports have come out that it is over 7 million people this time. So people are getting more and more heated about it. We got lots of really cool pictures to look at, lots of cool signs. And by the way, I want you to just take a look at some of these pictures here. These are not young, scary looking people. Most of the people at the protests are wine moms, and they decided to pass on wine o'clock and decided to go out and protest because I think that that's a little bit more important. There's a lot of people that went out to this thing, and honestly, it's pretty impressive. It's very heartening to see so many people get out there and fight for democracy, which is sorely needed, and one thing that we're really not getting in our leadership at the House of Representatives and in the Senate. Of course, we have the voodoo frog. He's out there doing his thing, spreading his magic. All the people with their inflatable suits looking pretty adorable. It's a lot of fun. It looked like everybody was having a good time. But yet again, not a bunch of young, scary people out there. I know that people that watch Fox News, they're scared of everybody that is under 60 years old. Well, look, there's a whole bunch of 60-year-old people that went and protested this. That right there, that is a shitload of people making that sign. Let's see what the video shows. Doesn't have any sound, it doesn't look like, but that is a ton of people. Minneapolis, good God, look at that. Look at that. That's amazing.
Donald Trump, hands up.
And it's great to see peaceful, nonviolent people coming together because they love their country, because we love each other.
And by the way, speaking of peaceful, there were no protest-related arrests. There were actually 3 arrests across the country around this protest, and they were all MAGA people, and all 3 of them flashed guns. So you're bringing guns to a protest. Even if you are protesting against the protest, bringing a gun, no bueno. You know what I'm saying? But nobody got arrested. It was very peaceful. San Diego, tons and tons of people. I know we had over 100,000 in New York City. Atlanta, that's quite a array of people. That's a ton of people, folks. 2,700 protests all in one day. Over 7 million people. Boston actually had more people protesting than New York did, which is really impressive. There's New York City, baby.
Donald Trump
There's
has
DC.
been overreaching his powers as an executive, and we're all here to protest that and to basically say that he should not be able to
JD's
conduct
pants.
these overreaches of his power.
We're here today because it's a protest against the fascist regime that's going on in the White House.
So pretty cool, pretty impressive. Now, Let's take a look. See, we got a little bit of CBS Mornings here. What do they got to say?
Millions of Americans came together across the country on Saturday to protest against the Trump administration. The No Kings movement, as they call themselves, claims our country is in danger of sliding into dictatorship.
You know, I got to make mention, I don't have any problem with the protests, and I'm so glad that so many people came out. The whole king idea, Donald Trump wants to be a king. We all know that. You know, he's always trolling and posting pictures with him with a crown on his head. But I just want you to keep this in mind. It's not just Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the symptom. The Republican Party made the suit that Donald Trump came in and put on. Ultimately, that's what the issue is. It's not Donald Trump. It is the entirety of the Republican Party and the fact that they just want authoritarian rule, and they are getting really goddamn close. As a matter of fact, I think that we are already living in an authoritarian state. But I just wanted you to know that it's not just Donald Trump. So we're fighting against him, keeping it simple for the protest, no kings. But Donald Trump would not be in the position that he's in if it wasn't for the policies of the Republican Party.
Dorian Small reports now from Washington, where hundreds of thousands gathered.
From Times Square to LA, millions turned out for the No Kings Day of protests, pushing back against what they call abuse of power by President Trump.
It's not what they call, it is abuse of power, honey. Let's not get it twisted.
This is what democracy looks like. We don't like what's happening under the current government.
Demonstrators called out Trump's policies, including his crackdown on immigration, domestic use of the military, and environmental rollbacks. In D.C., 22-year-old Eva Menaggio said she felt the day was about unity, not hate.
Everything here is so beyond positive. Like right over there's a dance party going on. I don't know how anyone could say this is a hate America rally.
It's a hate America dance party. Y'all will dance for anything.
But many Republicans called it exactly that, including House Speaker Mike Johnson, who described the protests as anti-American. But not everyone at the rally supported the theme.
Oh, there's one Republican right there.
Well, I basically like the direction that we're going under the Trump administration. I want to hear everybody's voice. That's what this way I know what's real.
The president trolled demonstrators with social media
No,
posts,
he's not a
including
king.
This AI video of himself flying a fighter jet and dropping brown sludge on.
That's not brown sludge, honey. That was shit. Donald Trump is taking a big old diuretic shit out the bottom of an AI plane with him wearing a fucking crown. Talking about, I'm not a king, but I certainly look good in the crown, don't I?
Protesters. He spoke with reporters last night.
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great.
I'm not a king. I just like posting that I am one because it makes the liberals cry. Speaking of the Hate America rally, here is Little Dick, Mike Penis, Mike Johnson.
Notion that these are Hate America rallies. And you not only talked about anarchists, Antifa advocates, pro-Hamas wing, and you said this is the modern Democratic Party. But I remember not that long ago what you said after the murder of Charlie Kirk, when you said that we should view fellow Americans not as our enemies, but as our fellow countrymen.
Yeah, I've never called anybody an enemy, but we call out...
Hate America rally or, Antifa, pro-Hamas, those are enemies.
Well, there were a lot of hateful messages yesterday. I mean, we have video and photo.
Is it Democrats that are giving the hateful messages, or is it this guy right here?
Of pretty violent rhetoric, calling out the president, saying fascists must die and all the rest. I mean...
No, fascists be bad, okay? Fascists be bad, but y'all don't seem to think that because you guys are really angry about Antifa, which is anti-fascist. Saying the quiet part out loud, you know what I mean?
I don't think that's loving speech. I don't think that's friendly speech. And I don't think it's pro-American.
I love giving out loving speech, making the liberals cry, shitting on them from an AI plane. Sounds very loving to me.
To say those kinds of things. So it's not about the people, it's about the message, it's about the ideology. And I will stand here every Sunday and talk with you about the dangers of Marxism and socialism and how...
Every Sunday? Why aren't you in church, man?
It's led to the the literal death of tens of millions of people in the 20th century alone. It is a dangerous ideology, and it is anti-American. It goes against everything that we stand.
So that's the only thing that's killed tens of thousands of people, not capitalism? Okay, man.
For.
But you're not saying that this is all of the Democratic Party. It's not all of the people that were out there. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Hillary Clinton referred to...
Y'all remember after the Charlie Kirk thing? And it was the Dems hold this, the Dems did this, the Dems are responsible for this, all of them. The NSPM 7 presidential memorandum where everybody who's a Democrat is evil and they are the enemy. Donald Trump going to talk to the military. We have the enemy within referring to all Democrats using the military going into blue cities as test cases. Come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Who has got the violent rhetoric? Suck a dick, man.
Trump supporters, or half of them, as the basket of deplorables.
I've never said that. I never called out. I never said it was the whole Democratic Party. But you and I have to acknowledge the reality. Wait a minute.
So this is the modern Democratic Party.
It is, because look at the evidence. Look at what's happening in New York.
Look at all
They're
this
about
scary
to elect an
Antifa.
open socialist Marxist as the mayor of America.
See, immediately goes to the New York City mayor as if that's got anything to do with national shit here. But socialist, Marxist, Leninist, my little communist.
His largest city. There's a rise of Marxism in the Democratic Party. It's an objective fact, and no one can deny it. We lament that. We decry.
Dude, we want health care, okay? We just want fucking single-payer health care. If that's Marxist, then I guess I'm a Marxist, dog. Now, just to keep going on that theme of Democrat bad and they're all scary, but I've never said anything like that. Well, here is Donald Trump's motor mouth, his press secretary. Those lips, they move like a machine gun, folks. They move like a machine gun. I would love to get her in a dark room somewhere. Oh my God, she's the best.
In the Democrat Party, this interview proved that the Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to, not the Trump administration and not the White House and not the Republican Party.
See, they keep going to Zohran Mamdani. It's just as if he is the biggest issue in America to the Republican Party. I mean, shit, you're starving fucking farmers. You got tariffs just decimating our economy. You're bailing out every billionaire that you could shake a stick at, and you are pardoning all of your buddies and criminals. But yeah, Zohran Mamdani and the Democrats, oh my God, not the Democrats. They're all Antifa, Marxist, Leninist, assassin killers. Give me a break, man. Seriously, look at these Antifa. Come on, man. Look at them. Look at these little evil Hamas people here. Oh man, Hamas is everywhere. Good Lord. Look at this. Look, I want you to look at these Hamas people. Look at them. Look at them. Look at that Hamas lady right there. Our democracy is under attack. Hamas. You see a Hamas flag anywhere? Seriously. Everybody in this goddamn shot is over 50. But sure, Carolyn. But we have to talk about this. Do we really have to? But, you know, Donald Trump, he's not a king. He says he's not a king, but yet this is what he posts on his Truth Central. Here it is, folks. Truth Central. I'm not a king. Definitely not a king. Dumping shit all over protesters. By the way, hold on for a second. I thought that it was no big deal. There's nobody here. It's, you know, it was a waste of time. It looks like millions of people in your little protest that you're dumping your brown liquid on. What did you have to eat today, Donald? You nasty motherfucker. But I mean, seriously, it's got King Trump on the goddamn jet. King Trump. He posted this. He posted this. I'm not a king. Definitely not a king. Anyway, everybody has seen this dumbassery and exactly what it is. It is fucking dumbassery. The protests went very well. No problems whatsoever. No arrests. No need to arrest. Everybody was peaceful and calm, and they showed up in the millions. And what you saw from Mike Johnson and what you saw from Carolyn, leave it out, darling, that is just conservative Republican cope. They are very unhappy to see so many people, even though we had a mandate. They gave us a mandate in the election where I won 49% of the vote. Total mandate for the Republican Party and for me, who's not a king. But they told us that we could do whatever we wanted. Well, 7 million people beg to differ. And if there's any indication, the last one being over 5 million, this one being over 7 million, I wonder if the next protests were going to break 10. You think that that's going to do anything about it? I have seen so many Republicans coping over this and fake laughing and chuckling over Donald Trump's little AI troll job, who honestly, I could give a flying fuck about him. President Bone Spurs over here flying a jet with a crown on his head. The fucking mask wasn't even on his goddamn nose. It's AI slop. And that's all they got. Donald Trump and his fucking AI slop. It reminds me of the NFTs where he had the big muscles. Look at me, folks. I've got an 8-pack with some cum catchers down here. The ladies love Trump. Anyway, great job to all the people that spent their Saturday. They did not waste their Saturday. They got out there and they showed solidarity with one another and showed a little bit of community, which is always a good thing. And hey, maybe you get the chance to meet some other like-minded people, and you never can tell. You know, you might be able to do a little organizing, start a union. I don't know, just meet people that believe in the same things that you do. That way you can have some kind of sense of community. And that's what we saw. Every major city, every small city, 2,700 protests in one day is pretty goddamn impressive. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.